Isaac picked 5 bags of apples. So I'm going to draw it out as we do it so you can see exactly how I would solve it. If I saw that Isaac picked 5 bags of apples, I might draw 5 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's 12 apples in each bag. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Now, what's another way I can do this with an equation? What equation will help me figure out this answer? Dylan, 12 times 5. I might do a grid to help me out. So I would do 10, 5, and then 5. What's 10? Oops, not 5, 2. What's 10 times 5, Kiana?
10 times 5 is 50.
What's 2 times 5, Ariana Sagara? 10. What's my answer, Jasir? 60. It says it takes 7 apples to make an apple pie. What's the greatest number of apple pies that Isaac can make with the apples? What will help me figure out this answer? If it's 7 apples to make a pie, and he has 60 apples, what will help me figure out this answer? What should I do here? Bia?
Should do 60 divided by 7.
60 divided by 7. Excellent. How many times can 7 go into 6? Jameer?
I think,
How many times? 0 times. So how many times can 7 go into 60? Shrini? 8 times. 8 times 7 is what? Ariana R?
8 times 7 equals
56. And I have a remainder of 4. What's the greatest number of apple pies that I can make? Vishal? 8, which was B. If you didn't get that, update your answer. Make sure you have the correct work as well. B. Number 1 was B. Now, let's look at number 2. Which expression represents the number 20,506 written in expanded form? Krista did an amazing job here. She wrote out the number in expanded form, and then she was like, oh, I see which one matches. She saw which one matches over here. A lot of you thought this was the answer. You got tricked because you was like, oh, it goes in order. 20,560. Oh, we don't have any 6 tens. We have 6 ones. Do we see why B is not the answer?
Yes.
Let me show you now. So if we have 20,000, I'm going to make a place value chart. 1s, 10s, hundreds. What's next?
Thousands.
What's next?
10,000.
Excellent.
100,000.
100,000. Thank you for somebody who remembered it. I'm going to plug all of these numbers in here. I have 20,506. How many ones do I have?
6.
So let's look at these answers right here. Let's cross off the ones that don't have 6 ones. B. Are there 6 ones in B? No. How many ones does B have, Justin?
61, which is 6. Which is 6 times.
Yes. So B wouldn't be the answer. That was an excellent, that was a great memory. C, okay, I see 6 ones here. I see 6 ones here. Great. Go to my 10s. 0 tens. Let me look here. Does A have 0 tens? No. It has 20. It has 2 tens and 5 tens. C. Does C have 0 tens? Yeah. D. D has 0 tens? Yes. So next I go to my hundreds. I have 500s. Does C have 500s? No. So D has to be my answer. 20,506. This is not non-standard partitioning. I need to break my number completely apart. I think what confused you guys was that they weren't in order. Is that why you guys were confused?
Yes.
Well, for the people who were confused, it doesn't always have to be in order. Don't let that trick you. Let's move down to 3. Great strategy for 3 as well. I was really surprised by how many people got this one wrong. I was really, really shocked. Watch. Justin, you're doing a really great job. Keep it up. Being awesome. Vishal's ready. Michael, great. Jordan, excellent. Now, we have to figure out what fraction is smaller than 2/8. already eliminate? What's one we know we can eliminate that's bigger than 2 8s? Which one, Quazon? Remember, have an answer before you raise your hand. Think about it. I'm going to come back to you, okay? Because I know you can figure it out. Which one's bigger than 2 8s? Michael?
2/3.
2/3. How do we know 2/3 was bigger? Vishal?
You know 2/3 are bigger because the denominator is smaller than the 2 8s.
That is just true. Vishal, well, not smaller, is larger. If you look at the numerator, thirds are bigger than 8s. Because I see this has 2/3. Thirds are bigger than 8s. What's another reason I know that that's bigger than 2 8s? Timothy?
Because another reason is you could think about your tiles, and then you could look back at your 8s, and then you could know in your head which one is bigger.
Great. Michael, you want to add on really quick, last person?
It's 2/3 is bigger because it's closer to the whole.
Yes, it's closer to the whole, so I could cross that out. What's another one that I could look here and see? That is bigger than 2 8s. I could use my eyes and see that. Dylan? 3 8s. I know 3 8s is bigger, so I can cross that right out. Now my next one, I see 1/4 and 2 8s. What can I do with 1/4 to figure out how it is in 8s? What could I do to my fourths to turn them into 8s? What could I do, Ariana?
You could kind of.
Yes. So let me times it by 2. 1/4 times 2 would give me 2 8s. Is 2 8s smaller than 2 8s? No, they're equal. So the only answer could be D, 2 10ths. Update your paper if you didn't have it right. Yes? Flip your paper over without a sound. This one, a lot of you guys got tricked. Now, I'm going to read it. You underline. I see somebody here did not underline important information. Maybe that's why they didn't get it right. Maybe that's why. Let's see. I'll read. You underline. The Clark family of 7 went out to dinner and spent a total of $63. Each person spent the same amount. The Smith family of 4 went out to dinner and spent a total of $48. Each person spent the same amount. How much more money did each person in the Smith family spend than each person in the Clark family? So, Kristen, you were on your way, but then you got confused. So let's look at the Clark family first, because we need to figure out how much each person spent. It's great that Kristen labeled, but let's see. We have the Clark family. They spent a total of $63. It's 7 people in their family. We want to know how much each person spent. What will help us figure that out? If I have $63 and 7 people each spent something, what will help me figure that out? Jayla? 63 divided by 7, because if the total is 63, and I know this amount of people spent it, each of them must have put in a certain amount. They each put in 7. 7 times something is 63. 7 times what is 63? 7 times what is 63, Jordan?
1 times.
Huh? Oh, well, you better remember, 7 times what is 63?
9.
9. There you go. 9. So how much did each person in the Clark family spend, y'all?
They spent $9.
$9. Great. Now for the Smith family, they had a total of 48. How many people were in the family? Dylan, 4. So I would do 48 divided by 4. What's 48 divided by 4? I know my facts. I know this really easily. What is it, Kanika? Think about it. 4 times what? I can't call on you because you're making sounds. 4 times what is 48? 4 times what, Ian?
12.
12. Great. So you got this up. You figured out how many people were in how much they spent with Smith and Clark. Now, the question says, how much more did each person in the Smith family spin than each person in the Clark family. So what should we do to figure out how much more the Smiths spent than the Clarks? What should we do, Essence?
What you should do is that you should minus, you should subtract 9 and 12.
Yes, excellent. Please let her finish. See how she came to the correct answer? Don't just give her a no right away. Good job, Essence. So I would do 12 minus 9 to figure out how much more. How much more did they spend? What's 12 minus 9? Ariana R?
2.
Huh? Try again. 12 minus 9. What did you say?
I said 3.
Well, I heard 2 the first time. 3. So what would be the answer? What's our answer, Cheyenne?
3.
Which letter?
8.
If you don't have that, you update your page right now.
Okay. I don't know what I have to look at the video. Verify it. Okay. Update quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. Bashar was ready. Timothy was ready.
Yara.
Read number 3 for us, Ariana Cigar.
Number 3.
4, 5, 5.
Monty ran 4 times as many miles as Tom did.
Again, somebody is not underlining information.
Monty ran 16 miles. How many miles did Tom run?
Great. Now,
Play.
think about this. Monty ran 4 times as many miles as Tom. I literally just represented what this problem said. Monty ran 4 times more than Tom. Do we see that? Monty ran 6 miles. 16 miles. I'm sorry. So I just plugged in 16. So I see 16 equals 4 times Tom. So how many miles did Tom end up running? How many miles, Quazon? 4. C should have been your answer. Update if it wasn't. If you're saying what, that means you're not following along, and it means you're calling out.
You update your answer? Yeah, that's good job. Put your hand. And as soon as you're done, you put your pencils in your desk and go straight to star. Gianni, you heard? Okay, get yourself, buddy.
Questions about this one? Questions. Ariana.
I thought we were supposed to add 16 4 times.
Is that, you're all yesing because you read it incorrectly and we weren't using our brains the right way. I just showed you. So I'm going to show you again. This time no one says a word, no one calls out. Watch what I did.
Before we start, put your pencils in your desk. That's 1. I'm waiting for 1. Put your hands in star. That's the second instruction.
Watch how I just represent this problem. I'm literally just doing everything the problem said. If you did that, you would see exactly how to solve it. Monty ran 4 times as many miles as Tom did. So did Monty run more than Tom or less than Tom?
Yes.
Monty ran 4 times as many miles as Tom. If this is Tom and Monty ran 4 times the amount, did Monty run more or less?
More.
He ran more. You can't get strung up on these words and think, oh, I'm going to just do this because I know these words mean this. You have to analyze and understand the problem. Monty ran more. So it says Monty ran 4 times as many miles as Tom. So I wrote Monty equal 4 times as many as Tom. Because I know Monty ran 4 times as much as Tom. Do we all see that? Questions about this so far? Questions here. No comments, just questions. Save it then. Save it. Now, it says Monty ran 16 miles. So here where I wrote Monty, I just put 16 under it because Monty ran those 16 miles. So 16 equals 4 times whatever Tom ran. So Tom must have only ran 4 miles because 4 times 4 is 16. Do at some point, but right now it's not. You could also do division to solve this. Kristen used division to help her out.
So if it's like a remainder, don't put it in there.
You have to read the question to see what the question says. That's why we did that lesson on using the remainder, because sometimes they want you to use it, sometimes they don't. Let's move down to 6. I think Kristen's strategy was excellent for solving number 6. It says, in the number below, how many times larger is the number represented by the digit in the 10,000th place than the number represented by the digit in the 100th place? So what Kristen did, Jordan, she put a place value chart and plugged in all of her numbers. Do you see what she did? Great. And she said, oh, this 8 is in the 10,000th place. Let me start here. And she said, oh, this 8 is in the 100th place. Let me count how many times greater that is. 10 times greater, 100 times greater. Do you see? What if the digit was in the tens place? How many times greater would this 8 be? 10 times greater? 100 times greater? How much greater would that be? Jayla? Not 10 times greater. That would be the thousands. 10,000, 10 times greater, 100 times greater. What do you think? Ariana? 1,000 times greater. So she thought all the way back to that place value unit. I need you to just calm down for 1 second. And realize it was 100 times greater. Questions about this one? Update your papers. Yes.
Nope. So if you're not writing right now, that means you got that answer correct.
You could have did that. That was fine. Wait, now you did
Michael, it's right here. Don't
you
worry.
got there right off a guess.
Don't worry, it's right up there.
The 7 is not in the 100th place.
Okay, so you took my all along the ball. Sit all the way up. Thank you. Philip, you all right?
Kristen wanted to add on. She said, I also knew that every time you go up a place, it's 10 times greater. So she started at the 100th place. So she went 10 times greater, 100 times greater. Right? Another way you could have did it was if I say, oh, 800, here's 800. I have to get somewhere, oops, sorry. If I say, here's 80,000, what do I have to times 800 by to get to 80,000? That would have helped me figure out my answer. I would have to times it by 100. Flip it over, last question. Now this one, a lot of people got this one wrong. We were really confused by this one. So let's do it together. It says Simon, Lauren, Susan, and Kahaley are reading the same book. Simon has read 7/8 of the book. So I would write this down. I would put Simon equals 7/8.
So if Ms. Baldwin wrote it down, you should be writing that down too.
2/3. Susan read 3/5. Haley read.
Is that right? Question. Did you get it correct? I'm asking.
Now, if I wanted to solve this, I look at my numbers and I say, wow, they all look pretty close to the whole. So I'm not going to know which one is greater because they all look pretty close to the whole. So I need to use a strategy to help me. I'm going to use a number line. So draw a number line.
Tanika, where are you drawing right now? You should start. Let's go. Sit all the way up. Good job, Justin. You drew the number line already? Thumbs up. Then you should draw it.
First, put your pencils in your desk just so you can see what I'm doing, and then we'll update. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, Ian. Ariana Sagara. In the desk. Great. Sanaya, check. Now, I'm first going to plot 7/8. So I'm going to put my point here. What would this be? This will be a half, but it will also be what if I'm talking about 8? What would this be, Cheyenne? No, the halfway point was 8. What would that be, Sanaya? 4/8. Great. Let me plot the rest of my 8s on here. Plot the rest of your 8s on your number line. 1/8, 3.
Tiana, you updated yours? You should start. There you go, Justin. Yes? Thank you. Michael, relax.
So I'm going to plot at 7/8 to put an S so I know that that's Simon.
You with it? Put your hands, buddy.
Now, I'm going to go down to my 6 because I know I can plot this one pretty easy too. What would be my halfway point if I'm working with 6? What would this be if I'm working with 6? Sanaya? 3, 6. Read. So I would go 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. Yes? We're doing, yep, please. And 6, 6 will be right behind 7, 8. Yes, dear?
I see your 2 6 at 3 4 1 2 at 3 8 and 3 8 and I'm getting confused.
It's right here, dear. Well, is the number line confusing?
No, to me yes.
Well, for some people, let me also clear it up. If we have 8s, 8s are small, right? We only need one more tiny 8 to get to a whole. If we have thirds are big, right? We need a big third to get to a whole. So which one do you think is going to be bigger? 7, 8, when we only need a tiny part to get to a whole? Or thirds, where we need a whole third to get to a whole? Which one's going to be bigger, Justin? 7 8 is going to be bigger because we only need a tiny 8 to get to a whole. So I know that this is going to be bigger. What about 5 6? Do you think that's going to be bigger than 7 8? Because I know 6 are bigger, so I'm going to need a bigger piece to get to my whole. Is 5 6 bigger than 7 8? What do you think? Philip, what do you think?
I think not because you need a whole 6, but you only need a tiny 8.
Yes, so I know right away Simon is going to be bigger, and then Kahaley, and then who else? Who's going to be bigger after that? Quazan? Let me think. I see 3/5 and I see 2/3. What do you think? One of those is closer to a whole? Quazan? Which one's closer to a whole? Philip? 2/3 is closer to the whole. And Susan would be last. So this is going from largest to smallest, but what did the problem want us to do? Sanaya?
The problem wanted us to
Least to greatest. So which one would be the right answer? Which one, Dylan, is C would be the right answer. This one really requires you to think about fractional size. I will also say you should change some denominators and numerators. We'll talk more about these types of problems because this one was what we struggled with the most. Save your questions and we'll go over it more on Friday. Right now we need to start the lesson. Yes, Shai. We'll talk to you after class about that, okay? Don't get discouraged by your quizzes. It's okay. What did we talk about? Why is it's not okay that we're doing poorly, but what are we learning from this? Can somebody help me out? What are we learning? Sagara? What we need help on. It's better to do poorly now than to do poorly when we take the state test or to do poorly when we get the IA. So think of the quizzes as a way to help yourself, okay? So if you're not doing okay, if you're not feeling successful right now, just think these are things I can work on to get better. So when I take this state test, I'm ready, okay? Pass your quizzes this way. You'll get them in your homework folder.
Let's use the fastest back in 10. Your voices should be off just like this ears. 9. Buddy. 8, your hand should be right in star. So like I told you before we started class, I'm at 7 right now. Thank you, Peter. 6, job. Jazir, sit up, put your hands in star. 5, 4, thank you, Aiden. Check it silently if you have your first and last name and date already. Check it silently. Take 5 seconds, go. If not, your hand should be a star. Sagara, let's go. 4, 3, 2, and I'm here. 1. Get there. Who knows how to read in 4th grade? Back to start. Everyone should have their hands up. Who knows how to read in 4th grade? Alexandra, read our aim for us. Everyone else is tracking their page. Loud and proud, Alex.
Given an improper fraction, mathematicians will be able to convert the improper fraction to a mixed number by drawing a picture of
Pause. Sit all the way up. So I'm waiting for 2 right now. Your eyes should be on me. Your hands should be in star. Essence. I'm going to read now. It says, given an improper what?
Fraction.
If I don't hear your voice, that means you're not reading along. Given an improper
Fraction.
Mathematicians will be able to do what?
Convert
The improper fraction to a mixed what?
number.
How are we going to do it? By what?
Drawing.
Yeah.
Put picture.
Thank
Whole
you.
circles cut into denominator pieces.
That's great. So let's get back together. Sagara. Pose the problem. Hands. So I want your hands to be super, super quick today because I have some gifts I want to give out for those people who are working the hardest, the best answer. Back to start. So my hand versus the whole class. Ready, set. Ready, set, go. All right, track your page and listen to this person read loud and proud. Just here, go. Pose the problem.
Keisha is painting the walls of her rooms in her apartment.
Pause, track me. Remember, the fastest back. That's what I'm looking for. 1, 2. So, if I was using my test-taking strategies for math, would I have underlined that sentence? Check it silently. If she's painting a room, she's painting her house, she's good. We get it, she's painting. Back to start. Continue, Jazir.
She is painting 25 floors of the rooms in her apartment. How many whole rooms and how many parts of the rooms has she?
Oh, wow. Khadija was back before I was done. Michael was there looking middle school ready. Aiden, you look awesome. Everyone's hands should be back. Thank you, Art. Thank you. All right, so let's write down what I know, what else? Thank you. I hear someone who's with me right now. What I know, what I need, hands and star. What I know, what I need, hands and star. So now you got it. So I'm looking for my first person who has some quick hands. What do I know? Hands. That wasn't fast enough. Back to star. You should not have a pencil in your hand right now. Mr. Allen's going to do all the work for you. Fix yourself. So put your pencils away. Just like mine. Go, what I know. Essence, tracker. Wait. Because I'm tracking her, so you motion to go S. In a loud and proud voice, the loudest voice you've ever used. Come on. 25. Do not update. Mr. Allen's going to do the work for you. 25 what, everyone?
Floors.
The rooms. Is there anything else I know? Hands. Oh, Michael's hands went up so quick. Jayla is on point. Track, Jayla. I think that's it. That's about it. Check inside of me. There's something else? Check, Michael.
We need the question.
So we have everything that we know. Answer the question. Do we have everything that we know? What do we need? Hands. Back to start. Let's do it again. Hands. What are you doing? Alex. Alex is that way in the back of the room. Alex, loud and proud.
What we need is the question.
The question, I'm just going to write that, but when you get your page, you can make sure you write how many whole rooms. And what else? And what?
How many parts of room has she painted?
How many holes and how many parts? Okay. Who has an idea of what we should do? Anybody have an idea of what we should do? Check, Philip. This side of the room is doing an awesome job of tracking. Let's go, Phil.
What I think we should do is we should represent 20, 25 floors using holes and single floors.
That was an awesome answer. He said represent 25 fourths. This is how we're going to do it. Make sure you're sitting up straight. My first person who's ready, quick hands. Your eyes should be this way.
Oh, your hands are down.
Yeah. I don't want you to catch. Come on. So I'm going to represent my 25 what?
Floors.
So I should make a shape, a rectangle or a circle with how many parts? Hands. How many parts should each of my shapes be? Brian? 4. But I'm trying to represent how many? What's my numerator?
25.
So my 25 represents my parts, and my 4 represents my whole broken into how many parts?
25.
No. 4. Thank you, Vince. Give me a high five. Boom. Take your pencils out, update your work. Take 60 seconds to match my page. I see Aiden writing. Johnny. Set up cigar. I'm at 54 seconds. Wait here. Jordan's almost finished writing, so I know he's going to be a star soon. Go ahead, keep it up, buddy. Brian is writing neat, so I know he's middle school ready. Let's see who else is. Christian, her work is organized. I'm at 38 seconds. Michelle was the first one back. I want you to show me how quick your hands are. Khadijah's back. 15, 14, 13. Even if you're not done updating, you'll get the chance to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I want to see who has to put eyes on me. 4, 3. Your pencil should be going down just like Shirley's. 2, 1. Thank you, Sanaya. That was awesome. What does our 25 represent? Cheyenne.
Our 25 represents
The parts. And then our 4 represents what, Ariana R?
the 4 represents the whole broken into.
Back to start. This is not how we raise our hands from here, okay? We raise our hands silently. How do we raise our hands? Thank you. But how do we raise our hands? Show me. Beautiful. Back to start.
We also are no longer slamming on the desk. Absolutely not. Some of you keep forgetting that. Like Shrindy, just did it.
So if you're tracking the board, you see me making my circles.
So should they be writing out, Mr. Allen?
Nope.
Or is it just okay?
Thank you. Sanaya knew. Philip knew. What's my fraction for this first circle? Jabola? 4/4. Good job.
Why was that whole broken into 4 parts? Why was that not fifths? Why was it not thirds? Why fourths? Why don't we just shade it in and not even break it into parts? Why do we do that?
The Lennis. Wow, so many eyes went on the Lennis that very quickly. Keep it up, guys. Let's go. So, our whole is broken into 4. But we have to represent how many parts? Hands. How many parts, Philip?
25 parts.
You are the man. Let's go. So I'm going to do what to this next circle? Sanaya.
We're going to shade in the hole.
Shade in the hole. Good job.
So it's not 4 holes. We're not shading in 4 holes. What we're doing is we're shading all of these parts until we get to 25. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you see? We need to shade 25. So it's not like it's 4 circles we're shading in. We have to keep making circles cut into fourths until we get to 25 parts shaded in. Okay? What we're doing is taking our improper fraction and changing it into something. We're going to convert it to something else, and we'll see what it is. See if you have in your brain what you think it's going to be.
What do we do next? Nope, I need faster hands. Cigar, put the pencil away. Quay, I need to hear your voice today, buddy. What do we do next? Hands. Jameer. I want to hear you using words like whole, parts. Let's go. Jameer, he's right here.
First, we have to shade in the four parts. And
What's my fraction of hands? Thank you, Jameer. Vishal.
Your
What's my fraction?
is 4/4.
Good job. You're not updating. You're not updating. I'm doing all the work right now. Okay, so how many parts do we have shaded now? It's right in front of my face. Sit up. It's right in front of my face. How many parts, Jordan?
How many parts that? Now you have 12 parts.
I have how many parts?
12 parts.
What do we do next? Hands. I'm counting all the way until I get to what number, Kanika? 25. So let's go. What do I do next? Who knows? Anyone out there? Does anyone know? We've been doing the same thing. Dylan, what do we do? Shade in each part. My fraction would be what? Tell me.
4/4.
Thank you, Brian. How many parts do we have shaded now? Philip, tell me.
16.
Because 4 times 4 is?
16.
So our numerator, we have to end up with how many parts again?
25.
I'm just making sure you know. Get ready, fast hands. Nope, in star. Essence, you ready? Let's go. Put it in your pocket. I want to get some more winners. What do we do next? Timothy. He said the same thing doesn't tell me what we do. We shade in 4 parts. What's our fraction going to be?
4/4.
How many parts do we have shaded so far? Hands.
20.
That's the start. Make sure I don't see it, okay? Track me. Hands. How many parts do we have shaded so far? Quay. We have 20. What do we do now? Fian.
You shaded another 4 parts.
Who agrees? Back to start. Wait. Wait, let me check my work. I see some people really giving me confidence. I don't hear their voices. I just see them saying yes or no. Back to start. Help me check my work. Remember, Mr. Allen needs to see everything right in front of his face. I need to check my work all the time. So, 4, then what?
8.
Then what?
12.
Then what?
16.
Then what?
20.
Then what?
24.
How many parts are you trying to shade?
I hear these
How many
sounds.
parts? Philip.
25.
25.
How many parts do I have shaded so far? Hands. Jabola. So I have to do something else. What is it that I have to do? Kanika. Justin, I knew that's what you had to say. But I want to give Kanika a Mr. Hellman on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes! Did y'all forget how to do it?
You forgot. All right. And when she said, I make another circle, I break it into 4 parts, and I shade how many? Go.
4!
So what fraction would that be? Gentlemen, I need you up, looking middle school ready, with hands up. How many parts do I shade? Cheyenne. I shade 1/4. So now we need to make sure we go back to our final question. What's our final question, Aiden?
Our final question.
Pause. I just want to make sure everyone's tracking you and start. Is that out for him? Okay.
The last question is, how do you find the next number of draw another improper fraction?
That wasn't the last question.
Look at the last question of our problem. Ariana R, let's go.
The last question is how many whole rooms and how many parts of room has
How many whole rooms and how many parts? Okay, let's count together. I'm looking for holes now. I'm looking for
Holes.
Oh man, you need. I'm looking for what?
Holes.
So let's count our holes together. Count with me. Ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, remember, I'm only looking for my holes right now. And I need to know my parts. My parts. I know my parts will not be in a whole number. I know my parts will not be in a whole number. My parts are what, Brian? No. My parts are what? Good try. Think about it. Listen to the question. Let's hear from Michael.
1/4.
He said what?
1/4.
So my mixed number is what? Hands.
6.
No. Timothy, loud and proud.
6 and 1/4.
6 and 1/4 is equal to 25 over
4.
update. I need to see you with everything I have. You're silently copying everything Mr. Allen has with one hand writing, one hand flat. If you're hungry, just stop. Is that everything I have? Oh, everything I have means I have every circle broken into 4 parts, shaded. I see where I wrote whole equals 6.
Oh, I see some sloppy papers. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. I see some pretty neat papers. Tiana's is really neat.
I'm just going to put an M on your page if it looks middle school ready.
Essence is nice and neat.
Let's see.
Cigars is very neat.
Kiana looks good.
Timothy's nice and neat. Jayla.
So when I get to 1, I'm going to count from 47. By the time I get to 1, you should be in star before me. Gianni is taking his time. He's making sure his work is neat. That's 1 for you. Oh, that looks really middle school ready. Nice. Let's see. Come on, I want to write M on your page by this afternoon. I'm at 15, 14. I already have an entire side that might be ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencil down. Thank you, John. Can someone read the question for me? First question.
Mr. Allen, really quickly,
Back to Star
what
Trek
did we
and
just do? That 25 fourths turned into something. What did we just do here? We did something super duper important. What did we just do? What did we do, Michelle?
What we did was we broke up 25 floors.
We didn't break it up. We converted it.
We
We converted it.
It's not,
We converted it. number. So what we're doing today, all day, is we're taking improper fractions and converting them to mixed numbers. We're taking mixed numbers and converting them to improper fractions. This first lesson, we're only taking improper fractions and converting them to mixed numbers. Okay? I know it's a mixed number because I see a whole and I see a fraction. That lets me know it's a mixed number. Do we see? Great. It's the same amount. This is just an improper fraction. This is a mixed number. Okay? See if you can answer the next question on your own. Take 30 seconds to answer it all by yourself.
Go. So Josiah started right away. He did not wait. So I know he's middle school already. Fix the hand up. Really understand what the question is asking. Try your best. Why don't you write it? Go ahead. Dylan, this is ready. You ready? What's up?
That's much needed.
You know what improper fraction is? So the numerator is greater than the denominator.
Somewhere around here. I'm not sure which one. Somewhere else. 10, 9, first one back before me. 8, 7, 6, 5. Alex, looking nice. Try again. Good. 4, 3, 2. Pencils away. I'm just waiting for one. I have 99% of you. Answers. That was too slow. Back to start. Ready? Track. Hands. Track Philip. He's ready. Let's go. Tim. I'll read the question. You give me an answer. How do you know what the improper fraction is in a drawing or of a mixed number?
I know, improper fraction is a drawing of a mixed number because when improper fraction is drawn, it looks like this, which for example was so 8, but then it's turned around and it is turned into a mixed fraction which has a whole and some parts left out.
I like your answer, but I want you to just look at the picture. We're looking at the picture to help us. Firstly, what is an improper fraction? What is an improper fraction, Sagara? For us. Let's go.
An improper fraction is when you have like wholes and then you have
Bob. An improper fraction when the numerator is what over the denominator? Go.
greater.
Thank you. Your eyes are this way. Your hands are back in start. So we now know an improper fraction is when the numerator is greater than the denominator. So when I looked at my improper fraction, I knew I had a mixed number when I counted my wholes and my parts. I counted my wholes and my parts. Update your answer. Go. Sagara has it. Timothy, what are we writing right now? What did we just say we do? What did we do with our drawing? Rashad, what did we just say?
Just we count the parts of the drawing.
Pause. We counted our wholes and our
Parts.
We counted our wholes and our parts. No. that means your pencils are down. 1, 2, 3. With your partner, what's your partner? I want you to answer the second question. I'm looking for the best answer. You both must have the same word. Go. Papa, Papa. Papa. There was only one group. There was one group who didn't do it. I want to see every group do it. I want you to turn this off right away. You only have 45 seconds. Go. No, you're doing the second question. Let's go. I want to do the same work. He didn't. You got to be writing the same work. Michael? Michael? Come on, finish the question. All right, this is your number. Get up and say that's all the way. And when you come to ask me, you have to don't worry. I hear some good stuff. Let's go. Keep going. When you hear the second buzzer, then we stop. Let's go. Sit up. Wait, I'm not trying to do inside. Yep. Talk to me. Firstly, you can turn to Jayla. Let's go. Don't worry. If you are able to tell me, that means you got it. That means you what? Got it! So your hand should be a star. Kiana, 1. Thank you, sir. When you watch your reaction. Answers. Oh no, come on, you guys are losing your energy. Answers all the way up. Come on, Fian, tell us.
Me and my partner answer for the second question is that we find a mixed number by moving the number and changing the fraction.
Check me. So if I have my mixed number represented, I'm waiting for 5 sets of eyes. If I have Alex, my mixed number represented, thank you. Tanika for waiting patiently. Check eyes. My last time. Okay.
For being the bigger person, you gotta say the bigger person.
If I have my mixed number represented, if I have my mixed number what? This is my drawing. This is my strategy that I'm using. I'm drawing. So if I have my mixed numbers represented, all I do is count my parts. Count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pause. All the way till I get my number, which is the numerator. I'm going to get what?
25.
Thank you. Update. I count my parts when my mixed number is represented. Go.
Improper fractions.
That's all you're
to make
writing
numbers.
right now to
What were we
update your
doing
answer
and
if you
what was
don't
the
have
purpose, Ariana?
I count my parts when my mixed number is
One
represented.
more time, because you got it all kind of messy. We were converting improper fractions to mixed numbers. Okay? What were we doing, Jabola?
So I see 1, 2.
We were
Doing the
converting
right thing.
improper fractions into
Essence.
mixed
I'm going to come
numbers.
over to make sure you have what
What
I
are we
just
doing
said.
this
We
year?
count all our parts when our mixed number is represented. Quay, go. Thank you, Shop. Straight. Wait. start. Go.
What makes a fraction improper?
Thank you, Just. I need you to read loud and proud for us. But I have this like little game I want to play while you guys read. So I'm just going to call on different people. I need you to be tracking your page. Your hand is waving me down like a calf. That's not acceptable. Put your hands in the
We're
start.
going to do the first one together.
Track your direction.
It says 7 12.
Justin, start reading. Go.
Workshop improper mix. Where does partners convert the improper fraction to a mixed number or a mixed number to an improper fraction?
Pause. Gianni, read partner 1.
Partner one.
My whole
What is partner 1 going to do, Essence?
is broken. Nope, I mean broken.
Thank you. Partner 2, Renaya.
Oh, you don't write it right here. Write it some space.
What is partner 2 going to do, Philip?
Wherever you like. But it's the number of parts my whole is broken into. So you can honestly at the bottom you can put
Both scholars, read for me,
put
Kiana.
D equals the number of parts my whole is broken into.
And the convert number on the workshop recording.
What should both partners do, Michael?
Both partners should copy the drawing and convert the number on the workshop recording machine.
All right, you guys going to help me out. Put your
On
hands in
my
start.
numerator is going to be the number of shaded parts.
I'm waiting for you. So I have 7 halves. What should I do first? What should I do first, Tanaya?
So my 7, or you could just write numerator equals the number of shaded
I'm
parts.
representing my fraction how? With this drawing, what should I do, Kristen?
Did you write down what the numerator is?
Okay, I have a hole. But what do I do with this hole? Trini. I cut it in half. Am I done? Ian, what do I do next?
How
Okay.
many parts
What else do
are
I do?
holes going to be broken
You're not
into?
writing
How
at
many
all.
parts?
You're learning, then you'll update,
Two parts.
then you'll do
I'm
with your
gonna
partner.
first put your pencil down there.
Fian, what else
First
do I
draw a
do?
circle and split it into 2 parts. Oh, don't write yet, just watch me. How many parts do we need?
Am I done?
shaded?
No!
Middle school ready
7.
scholars are silently checking in.
How many
Am
parts
I
have I
done?
shaded so far?
Thank you,
2.
Sagara. What do
So
I do
got
next?
2,
Michael.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Am I done?
7. I only
Good catch,
shaded
Justin.
half.
What do I do next?
1, 2,
Dylan?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
Ooh, and actually, though, you
Good.
see these ones are
Let's count our holes to make our mixed number. How many holes do we have? Count with me.
3.
Count with me.
1, 2, 3.
What is my fraction hand?
For a mixed
That's
for a
it.
mixed number, we have a whole
1
first
half.
3.
I'm looking for the
And what
most
is
neat
this
work,
direction?
the
What
most
do we
middle
write for
school
this
ready.
direction? Shall we?
Update and stop with your partners. Go.
One half. Our mixed number is 3 and 1 half. Do you see?
No.
Right, 3 and 1 half.
Kristen.
Raise your hand if you don't understand.
No, right here.
Okay. I'll show you guys.
Alex.
You guys think you understand? Try the next one. Try the 16. We're going to do 3 and 2.
Why? Ian, remember, I need to hear partner 1 and partner 2.
This tells you.
Trini, get a chair and sit down.
Okay? And then 7 pieces of shade. So I have my first part. Here's 1 piece. Leave it. 1 piece. 2 pieces. You go over here. 3 pieces. 4 pieces.
Michael?
5 pieces.
For question number 2, or example number 2, my shape will be broken into what? How many parts? Hands.
6 parts.
I said hands.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And you
5,
can tell me now. Thank you. Get back to work.
Do you see where this is?
Wait. Finish your part.
7 shaded. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to write this as a mixed number. A mixed number has a whole and it has a
That's
fraction.
it. You need to
Okay?
middle
So
school ready.
first I write down
Take your time.
how many of these are completely shaded in? 3. So 3 holes are completely shaded in. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Next I need to put my fraction. This column isn't shaded in, is it?
Trini.
So what fraction would I write to show that
Michael?
what is shaded in?
Michael.
Half. So on my mixed number would be 3 and 1 half. You see?
Hold on around. Why are you
Good.
saying
Try
that?
56, 56,
So you really sit down. Give another good yes. Don't get attitude. I'm just helping you get to grow. So get your work done. Make it easy. Alex, sit up. You're not going to get it. Come underneath your desk. Thank you. Thank you, Kiana. You're helping really well. Great hard work. Buddy, keep working. Here. Who's going to do an example? Who's going for? Uh-oh, catch up. Come on, Tim, let's go. Wait, right away. J-Lo. You heard what we just said. So you need to follow directions. Can you think your partner? So two brains are better than one. So how many processes do you have? Exactly. You are teaching each other. Wait, sit up.